Even though NASCAR is the top motorsports in America, even the best drivers still do some of the most stupidest things on or off the racetrack. In this video, we're going to be looking at NASCAR moments where drivers are just so stupid.
Got such a run through the middle of 3 and 4. He's going to take second spot away from Burton. Here comes his brother Kyle to the inside.
And almost wrecked him.
I told you. There he goes.
I told you.
Oh my gosh.
Checkers are wreckers.
That boy's got a lot of talent. If only he can harness it on a weekly basis.
How'd you like to be the referee in that family? Got that nose in there. Now they're hooked together. Little wobble, and he's out of control. And boy, he just barely got the back of the two cars. They went into the corner.
And here is Dick Berggren.
With Kyle Busch. I'm with Kyle Busch and Kurt rather, sorry. And we've just moved out of the way so the mechanics can work on the car. How much more difficult is it when it's you and your brother than when it's you and somebody else that takes you out?
Yeah, I was waiting for the day, and we got together. I was making a clean move on the 31, and then I got a car on my inside when I'm on the bottom lane. And so I was waiting for the day when we got together. We did, and we were racing for $1 million. You know, the tough part is I wrecked real close to the end at the Daytona 500, and there was a lot of money up for line, and a guy named Harvick won the race. A guy named Harvick's leading right now. So that was a bummer to have my little brother pull that move on me, and maybe I should have given an inch instead of taking an inch from him.
You will talk to him.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk to each other. It's just tough to have this scenario happen out on the track, but inevitably it was going to happen. So we'll see what he has to say about it, and we'll see what we can do to discuss it. But right now, I'm not eating any Kellogg's anytime soon.
Imagining costing yourself and your brother $1 million. Well, in the closing laps in the 2007 All-Star race, Kyle Busch made a bonsai move on his brother Kurt Busch. The car did not stick, and they both ended up crashing. They both had really good cars that night and were racing up towards the front and could have had a shot to win that race if they didn't wreck.
Their heads to keep themselves out of trouble.
That was a really late block from Chase Elliott. I think fortunate to get away with that.
How about Alex Bowman in the 88? He gets a shove. He's going to go sideways right in front of the pack. The 48 caught up, and the 9 is caught up. The caution has come out.
There again, the hit by the 22 in the 88. He goes down low, and then he's along for the ride.
And what a horrible feeling. You know, when you're Blaney, you're Chase Elliott, you see him coming right at the racetrack, and see Chase at the 48 of Jimmy Johnson just couldn't get slowed down, nor could Kurt.
Yeah, you have to be aggressive and block, but you also have to realize, I guess, when the run is so massive behind you, you're just not going to win.
How much damage Chase Elliott get right here? Car goes around. Not sure he ever hit anything.
Still to this day, years and years later, it blows my mind to think when just stage 2, Alex Bowman decided to throw this stupid block on Joey Logano, costing himself a chance to even finish the race and causing the big one on the backstretch in a playoff race at Talladega. Alex Bowman tries to throw a block on Joey Logano, and it does not end well.
See the intensity level coming up on these guys.
We saw Mike Wallace look like he was going below David Rudiman right here, but they ran up on a slower car. Wow.
Right. Man.
That's Kevin LePage's 61 that Carl Edwards went up across the back of. And then it all broke loose behind him. Cars slipping and sliding. Kelly Byers involved. Brad Keselowski, watch again.
Oh, you see what happened here. This 61 was not up to speed, and it's almost like these guys moved over and didn't see him.
This is probably the stupidest move in NASCAR, period. When you're a lap down car, you never want to affect the leaders at all. Especially the way Kevin LePage did. Kevin LePage, over a lap down, decided to pull up on the racetrack in front of the entire pack, traveling at over 180 miles per hour. He got run into from behind by multiple cars and took out over half the field in this massive accident.
Little speedy dry, and Brandon Jones hits the wall.
Wow.
Hang on to it.
Tyler Reddick in the 9 also with an issue.
Keep it up there.
Caution coming out again.
And Hemrick moved away to try to prevent the side draft, and then the 19 went to try to side draft. Next thing you know, he was sideways. I don't think I've ever seen that before, Junior. Have you?
Yeah, I haven't. I haven't seen anything.
Talk about driving pretty stupid. I don't understand how Brandon Jones crashed going straight, but he did. Brandon Jones was leading at, ironically, his best racetrack in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, Kansas, and accidentally hooked a hard right into the wall, crashing himself and ending his day.
Man, he's got brake. Look how the brakes are hot.
He gets there. He's there.
Brakes are Elliott inside in the chicane.
Oh!
Pounds Ryan Blaney.
Here comes Kyle
Busch. And it's a drag race to the line. Kyle Busch is going to steal the Busch Clash.
Looking to claim their first victories of 2021, Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney were battling it out at the Daytona Clash. Entering the final chicane, Chase Elliott throws it in right next to Ryan Blaney. They make contact in the chicane. Ryan Blaney goes around into the wall. Chase Elliott looks to be going on to claim the victory after wrecking Ryan Blaney, but ultimately Kyle Busch comes out of nowhere with a whole bunch of speed, passes Elliott, and takes home the checkered flag that night.
To find out, because the 9 has a run on the 19 of Truex, and the 9 is going to force his way in.
Oh, the 4 is going to miss the corner.
He misses it into the DeWalt wall. Kevin Harvick hard. The right front of the caution comes out.
52 and 19 getting together on the pit lane. Paulie Haraka, there you see him in the 52. Got into Alex Kennedy. Both set to make their Sprint Cup debut today, and here's a replay of what happened.
That's just guys not paying attention. That's all
right.
that is.
19, the white machine of Alex Kennedy. And Paulie Haraka apparently not watching what's going on in front of him, just drilled him.
I have no idea what he was doing.
We were sailing right up until this moment. It's already in progress there, and there's Steven as he just couldn't get it turned.
And Steven got a little bump from the 30 car and through the car. Watch this. It's like this is a little late, but he had gotten a bump through the car on the right rear, had to turn right to try to save the car, and drifted right into the 62.
The 40 car and the 62 car got together somehow, were parked backwards up against the wall. See the 30 car and the 66 race, and the 30 hit the 66 in the back a little bit, and there was nowhere.
And we've been talking about the race car drivers having trouble with this track. How about the pace car driver?
So we are going to assume this is Brett Bodine just because it's fun.
And he's normally the pace car driver.
But, yeah, I hadn't seen that very often.
All right, this is the time of the race when stuff starts heating up. In this particular corner right here, he jocked off the track.
The open road.
And Marcus Ambrose, both Canadian drivers, all three of our top guys right there.
Alex Tagliani had to check up. He's going to lose some spots. Everybody gets underway, and now they're
doing a great job. And I think that Jacques like, wow, I'm not going to have him cleared as easy as before. Rusty, I think you're right. He locked up the rear brakes. Then when he got in that grass, he lost the steering. Probably should have considered stopping and exiting turn 2.
Computer scoring a little latent there. And from high above.
It's what you call a wad right there. They get all wadded up, and the 25 and the 99, and 99 gets in the fence. 26 was involved. Jamie McMurray in the 26, Carl Edwards in the 99. See Joe Nemechek in the 13, bumps into Carl, but in the meantime,
this was not quite what brought out the caution. Watch the yellow cat car.
He gets forced into the pit lane. Here's what I don't think he realizes. He's got a flat right front tire.
150 miles an hour. Blaney is trying to scrub off speed.
And just nowhere for Ken Schrader, the 21 car, to go.
Or Boyer in the 07 car.
Came right out in front of Ken Schrader. Clint Boyer also damaged, and Schrader's Little Debbie's car is a wreck. Remember, Schrader and Buddy Baker were the 2 drivers to win on Sunday and then on Thursday and have a shot to win the fight.
He's sideways, but he lurches out front. The white flag one more time around. Jones gets tagged by the 54. Whoa! Ty Gibbs out front. Jones around. Caution comes out.
The rule in racing is if you can't win, make sure your teammate wins. Well, Ty Gibbs took that to a whole new level and thought, I'm winning, and my teammate will definitely not win, nor have a shot to win. Ty Gibbs takes out Brandon Jones on a last lap move at Martinsville. Brandon Jones was in a must-win situation to make the final round in the playoffs. Ty Gibbs was already locked in, and he ended up taking out Brandon Jones, not even giving him a shot to finish the race.
Does slide up into Stewart a little. Tony comes down, trying to pin him down a little bit. That creates contact that gets Kansas sideways.
Yeah, but I thought Tony had to get down a little bit. See right here. If he goes a little bit higher there, yeah, I don't think he had much choice.
Tony not very happy.
Whoa. Yeah. That's a perfect strike.
That's a nice throw.
You just used one hand, didn't you, Dave? Yeah, I'm right. I think he's got both hands. Look at it.
And the southpaw, too.
Yeah.
Wait.
Here comes Logano, and a caution comes out. The 0. Looks like a lot of damage there to Quinn Houff.
Now a huge advantage to those cars that stayed on the racetrack.
George.
Oh, he's coming down to try to get to pit road. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can't.
Oh, got Matty D, too.
He did. I'm assuming he was trying to get to pit road and pitting from
Can't do that.
the middle of the racetrack. Yeah,
Quinn Houff's time in NASCAR definitely was a bit controversial at times, but none was more controversial than this moment at Texas. Quinn Houff tries to turn down off the racetrack onto pit road and ends up collecting a couple cars, causing an accident. It's like Quinn Houff had no awareness of what was around him or that there were even other cars on the racetrack. I've never seen a car do that, just turn a hard left to make it down pit road, taking out another competitor during a green flag pit stop cycle. It is still crazy.